Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we welcome you, and that's called strike 1 for Aiden, who is now batting leading off for the Reds. That one is missed out. No, it's called for strike 2. Two strikes for Aiden. That one is missed upstairs for ball 1, and Aiden Game 3 live from Zachary, Louisiana. Today, bracket play. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, and there's the first out of the inning. And so that will bring up the second hole hitter, Atticus LaFleur. Atticus LaFleur now up. The 0-0 delivery from, and that misses inside. Alex Prince pitching for the Gold Sox. Gold Sox are in gold. Wait, the Reds are in their Sunday whites. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled back into the fence. And that'll even the count up at 1-1. 1 out here in the first. The Gold Sox, the home team today, they are the higher seed here in bracket play. Going 1-1 yesterday. Reds went 0-2. Looking for their first win of the tournament. The 1-1 delivery. Missed well upstairs. Ball 2. 2-1 count now to Atticus. Alex Prince still on the mound for the Gold Sox. Bienvenu behind the plate. The pitch. Swung on, grounded left side. It'll kick foul. So that'll even the count up at 2-2 for Atticus. Here with nobody on and 1 out here in this top of the first. The 2-2 pitch. That one is swung on and missed, and Atticus will become the second out of the inning. So Alex using that curveball effectively here, and that will bring up the third hole hitter today, Mr. Kai Ullman. The 0-0 pitch, swung on, grounded right side. That'll get up the gap, and Kai has a base hit into right field to lead off the hitting for the Reds. And so that will bring up the cleanup hitter today. That'll be Henry Drew. Moving up from the 6-hole spot yesterday, he will come up with a man on first and 2 gone here in the top of the first. So Kai down at first. Henry up. The 0-0 delivery from Alex. Missed well upstairs, and Henry takes for ball 1. The back pick to Kai. Kai gets back in time, and he is safe at first. The Reds reshuffling their batting order from yesterday. Kai now at the 3-hole, Henry at the 4, Xander at the 5. Still batting leadoff is Aiden Davis. The 1-0. Henry with a good take there, and he is ahead in the count 2-0. And we're going to get a courtesy runner here. It'll be Mr. Miles Cuvion coming in for Kyle Ullman, the catcher. So still one runner down at first, 2 outs, 2-0 count to Henry in this top of the first. The 2-0 delivery taken outside for ball 3, and Miles slides into second. He steals. Henry now with a 3-0 count in control. Still 1 on, 2 outs, 3-0 count to Henry. 2 outs here in this top of the first. Miles down at second. Xander is on deck. The 3-0. Taken inside for... Oh, no, it's called a strike. So Henry still in control of this count, 3-1. Yesterday, Henry with 1 hit in his 2 games. The 3-1 pitch to Henry. That's in the zone for strike 2, and Alex has battled back here to turn a 3-0 count into a full count here to Henry. Can expect an off-speed pitch here from Alex. Bienvenu setting up outside. The pitch swung on, hit right side. That's into right, and Henry has a base hit as Miles will get to third. And Henry Drew gets on with a single into right. And Miles is now just 70 feet away from the first run of the game for the Reds. And that'll bring up Xander Henry now for the Reds. Xander with a runner in scoring position and 2 gone here in this top of the first. That'll be Oscar Hickman-Stratner on deck now for the Reds. The 0-0 delivered to Xander. Taken in the dirt for ball 1. Strike 1 taken inside. And that's taken outside for ball 1, and Henry will get into second. So Xander will be ahead in the count here, 2-1, with 2 on in scoring position and 2 out here in this top of the first. The 2-1 pitch grounded left side. That'll get through the gap. Miles is going to get through. Left fielder bobbles the ball, and Xander is into second with a 2 RBI double here in this top of the first. So Xander will clear the bases with a double, and the Reds hold a 2-0 lead. So that'll bring up Oscar Hickman-Stratner with an opportunity to drive in a 3rd run with a runner on second and 2 gone here in this top of the first. The pitch taken upstairs for ball 1. So a 1-0 count to Oscar. Xander down at second. The pitch swung on. That's up the middle into center. Xander is being waved around. There's going to be a play at the plate. The play, not in time. Xander gets in, and Oscar is into second with a 2-out double for the 3rd run of the inning. A nice double from Oscar scores Xander, and the Reds hold a 3-0 lead. That'll bring up number 7, Benjamin Singer. He will come up with a runner still in scoring position over at second, and 2 outs. So still 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the first. Reds with a 3-0 lead. Benjamin up. Alex still on the mound for the Gold Sox. The 0-0. Swung on, and that's hit left side. That'll get through. And Hamilton is being waved around, and Hammy gets into Hammy gets in to score. The play at second, and Benjamin is out, advancing to second. So after that inning, Benji singles. So after that inning, it's Hamilton Houghton, the courtesy runner on second, scoring the run for the Reds. Benji with a line drive single into left. And Benjamin is out, advancing to second. He'll still get a single. And so that'll bring us to the end of this inning. The Reds lead us here 4-0. And we welcome you back to this bottom of the first. Reds hold a 4-0 lead. And on the bump for the Reds is Oscar Hickman Stratner. The Reds going with a similar infield to their game yesterday. So we'll start with the 0-0 delivery from Oscar. That one in the dirt outside, ball one.
You call that a ball? You squeezing, you can't. 1-2-5.
So Oscar dealing from the windup to the batter, Justin. That one is swung on and missed for strike one, a 58-mile-an-hour fastball from Oscar. Oscar, one of the higher velocity pitchers on the team. Also one of the best accuracy. The pitch taken upstairs, a breaking ball, ball two. So we take a look at the defensive lineup for the Reds. Kai Ullman is behind the plate. Henry Drew down at first. Benjamin Singer at second. Atticus LaFleur is over at shortstop, rounding out the infield. Thompson Schmidt down at third. And in the outfield, we have Xander Henry over in right. The 2-1. Swung on, grounded left side. Atticus fields it cleanly. The play, and he is out at first. The 6-3 from Atticus to Henry is the first out of the inning. So nobody on and one out here in this bottom of the first. In the outfield, we have Xander Henry over in right. Baxter Parker's out there in center, and rounding out the fielding for the Reds is Aiden Davis. The 0-0 is taken upstairs for ball one. The pitch, missing outside, ball two. And so this is Colin Tallet batting for the Gold Sox. He'll be ahead in the count 2-0 here. Oscar, the 2-0 pitch. That's in the dirt, ball three. Oscar struggling here on this batter.
Step to the glove.
Oscar still from the windup, the 3-0. That one's in the zone for strike one. 3-1 is our count here. In this bottom of the first, nobody on, 1 out. Reds with a 4-0 lead. The 3-1. That one's in the zone, foul tipped, but it is strike 2. So Oscar battling back here turns a 3-0 count into a full count. The 3-2 pitch is just outside, ball 4, and so Colin will become the first base runner for the Gold Sox. There goes the perfect game for Oscar. So now batting is number 27, Luke Gabb, the first baseman. The pickoff attempt to first. Henry puts the tag down, not in time. Luke Gabb now batting for the Gold Sox with 1 down at first and 1 out. From the stretch now, that one's taken up and in for ball 1. Oscar no longer out of the windup. He's now out of the stretch. The 1-0. That's one skied into center, and that ball is gone. A 2-run shot for Luke Gabb of the Gold Sox. And so they will start crawling back into this one. 4-2 is our score now. Still with 1 gone here in the bottom of the first. And that was a nice shot by Luke. And that will bring up number 22, Colin Bienvenu. Welcome. Colin comes up with nobody on and 1 out. That one misses upstairs for ball 1. 60-mile-an-hour fastball from Oscar. Got to get it down a little bit, though. The 1-0. Swung on, miss. That's a 52-mile-an-hour off-speed. So Oscar's off-speed pitch, landing at the speed of some of the fastballs these boys saw yesterday. An 8-mile-an-hour difference. The 1-1 misses well outside. Kai doing a good job back there blocking. 2-1 is our count here in the bottom of the first. Reds hold a 2-run lead. 4-2 is our score. The pitch. Misses low for ball 3, and Oscar struggling early here. 3-1 is our count. The 3-1 misses well outside for ball 4. And Cole will reach. Runner for the catcher. In comes number 7, Justin Drago, to run. And that will bring up number 8. Gavin Ariati. The pickoff attempt turns disastrous. Ball gets past Henry, so the runner will go to second. Still 1 on and 1 out here in this bottom of the first. And my apologies, it appears that this is not Gavin batting. It is number 99, Luca Catanzaro. The move from first. The 0-0. That misses in the dirt. Kai, the play at third. Thompson puts the tag down, not in time. Runner will move to third. So now runner on third with 1 out here in this bottom of the first. 4-2 lead for the Reds. And Oscar delivers on the 1-0. That one is in the zone for a strike. Oscar gets back in the count, 1-1 now. Still working to Luca, the center fielder for the Gold Sox. That one is in the zone for called strike number 2, and Oscar.
Drop that one, Todd. Just not the next one. Let's go on one.
Reds need to be careful of a drop third strike here. First base is open, and that runner is on third. The 1-2 misses outside. Kai does a good job of blocking it. And so that'll even up the count at 2-2. Oscar thrown 20 pitches here in this bottom of the first in just a third of an inning. The pitch misses well upstairs. Kai does a good job of protecting my camera. And so that'll make the count full at 3-2. The 3-2 lands just low, and that's the second walk of the inning. So that will bring up number 8, Gavin Ariati. Runners on first and third with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first, Reds still hold a 2-1 or 4-2. Why can't I say the score? A 4-2 lead. A quick conference at the mound with Jeff Parker and Oscar Hickman-Stratner still pitching. I didn't. So a signal from Jeff Parker, the coach. And so Oscar pitching from the stretch. Runners on first and third with nobody, or with 1 out. 4-2. That one is called strike number 1. That gets through Oscar. Addy makes the grab. No tag at second. So Gavin now behind in the count 0-1 after the strike from Oscar. This will be his 25th pitch of the inning. The pitch. That's bunted, foul. Kai tries to make a play on it, and Oscar will get ahead in the count 0-2. Kai Ullman just not fast enough to dive and catch that foul ball. That's disappointing. (0-2) count to Gavin. And Oscar steps off, moves to second. Runners will go back. Second and third. Still with 1 out here in this bottom of the first. The 0-2 misses outside for ball 1. So a 1-2 count to Gavin. Runners on second and third, 2 in scoring position here with 1 out. Bottom of the first. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and that's a strikeout for Oscar. Oscar's first strikeout of the game, and that will bring up the lefty Owen Carl. Now with 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the first. Second and third, 2 outs. Oscar still pitching, thrown 27 2/3 of an inning. The 0-0. That one misses just low for ball 1. Oscar's first pitch strike percentage so far, just 16%. That one will be fouled into the fence. His first pitch strike out percentage, though, is 100%. Oscar thrown about 41% strike percentage as of now. 1-1 count, 30th pitch of the inning for Oscar. The pitch misses well outside. Runner will not move. So 2-1 count now Runner stays at third. Oscar does a good job of getting to the mound. Kai doing a good job of getting back to the ball. Now to 0 and a 2-1 count. Bottom of the first, 2-run lead for the Reds.
Dig deep right here, baby.
Runners on second and third with 2 gone. The pitch misses just low. 3-1 is our count. 3-1 count now to Owen. The 3-1. That one swung on foul back into the cameras. 3-2 now is our count to Owen. Oscar, the pitch, misses just outside for ball 4. And that'll be bases loaded here with 2 outs. Bottom of the first. And that will bring up the pitcher, number 23, Alex Prince. Alex threw 23 in the first inning for the Gold Sox. Now comes on with bases loaded, 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. The pitch. One's in the zone, foul back into the cameras. Ball, or foul ball, 1. Strike 1, 0-1 count. The 0-1 from Oscar. That one is fouled back into the fence again on a 51-mile-an-hour off-speed. So Oscar's top fastball and his lowest off-speed, an 11-mile-an-hour difference between that fastball and that changeup. That's how he can be effective here in this game. The 0-2 pitch to Alex. Missed outside for ball 1. Oscar still in control of this count here, 1-2 to Alex. 36 pitches in 2/3 of an inning for Oscar. The 1-2 pitch. Missed well outside for ball 2. 2's across the board here, 2 on, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, 2-run lead for the Reds. The 2-2. Skied into left. Aiden gets under it. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Oscar getting himself out of a jam. We'll step away for just a moment. 4-2 is our score here. We'll head to the top of the 2nd. Gold Sox will head out. Four to two is our score here as we enter the top of the 2nd. And leading off the inning for the Reds will be Baxter Parker. The 0-0 pitch to Bax. And that is fouled. So a foul ball there. Bax behind the count 0-1. Bax a little bit of a limp here as he runs down the third base line. To that foul ball came and ricocheted back and hit him. Takes the sign from Coach Michael Schmidt. And the 0-1 pitch to Baxter. Misses upstairs, ball one. The count is even at 1-1 here. That one misses upstairs, ball two. So Baxter ahead in the count here, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. That one is fouled back into the fence. Foul ball. Strike two. And so the count is evened at 2-2. The new pitcher for the Gold Sox is Gavin Jonfro. Thrown 4 so far, 2 of them for strikes, 2 of them for balls. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Baxter is the first out of the inning. And so that will bring up Thompson Schmidt, batting in the 9-hole spot. So 1 out here in the top of the second. Reds still hold a 2-run lead. The pitch swung on, fouled up, and that's back, and that's going to hit the roof. And it did. So an 0-1 count to Thompson. If he can just straighten that out and do that the other way, he's going to be touching the ball. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Inside for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch from Thompson misses well outside, ball 1. So 1-2 count now to Thompson. One, two to Thompson. Swung on and hit left side. That will kick just foul. Boy, if he can straighten this out, that is going to be problematic. Thompson, one of 2 Red players to have gone yard in a tournament. He and Xander are the only 2 as of now. Those 2 going yard in the Carrollton Classic 2 years ago. The pitch swung on and missed inside. Strikeout. And that'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Grady Miles. Grady Miles, the 10-hole hitter for the Reds. On deck, top of the order is Aiden Davis. So now with nobody on and 2 outs here in this top of the second. Swing and a miss at strike 1 from Gavin. Nice pitching so far from the Gold Sox. Reds have been unable to get back on track. Called strike 2 for Grady. The 0-2 grounded up the middle. Shortstop fields it. The throw is in time, and that's the third out of the inning. Nobody on. No runs on no hits, no errors, and there's nobody left. With that, we will head to the bottom of the second. Gold Sox down by 2. And we welcome you back here to the bottom of the second. Reds hold it 2. Whoa, that one, a quick first pitch popped up. Under it is Benji, and that's the first out of the inning. Didn't even have time to introduce the inning. Benjamin earns the first out. And so that will bring up the relief pitcher, Gavin Jeanfro. With nobody on and 1 out here in this bottom of the second. Oscar's still pitching for the Reds. This will be his 40th. The 0-0. That's called strike 1. 59 is that pitch on the radar gun. Oscar out of the windup. The 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2. A little bit outside, but it is called a strike. So the 0-2 pitch from Oscar. Gets set the delivery. Missed inside, ball 1. Oscar still dealing here. The 1-2. Swung on, foul tipped back into the fence. That'll extend the AB. Still 1-2 count here to Gavin. Good morning here in Zachary. Just 50 degrees right now. The 1-2 delivery. Taken outside. Strike 3. So we will return to the top of the Gold Sox order with Justin Drago. Drago 0 for 1 in the game, grounded out to Atticus LaFleur. Last at bat in the first. The 0-0. Taken outside for ball 1, dropped by catcher Kai Ullman. Reds keeping their defensive lineup the same here in this bottom of the second. Henry over at first, Benjamin at second, Atticus, and Thompson on the left side at shortstop and third. The 0-1, the 1-0. Misses low for ball 2, and that's 2-0 is the count. Kai back behind the plate. It's Aiden Baxter and Xander out in the outfield. The 2-0 misses low, ball 3. That gets behind the catcher, Kai Ullman. And his batting glove falls out of his pocket. So the 3-0 count That one looked like a strike. It's called ball 4. The first runner will advance on the 4-pitch walk. So runner on first, 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Colin Tallett. Walked in his first plate appearance in the bottom of the first. He'll come up with 2 outs and 1 on. The pitch, that is skied into the infield. Atticus under it, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. We will head to the top of the 3rd, a clean defensive inning for the Reds. It is still 4-2. Top of the order coming up for the Reds. Still 4-2 here in this top of the 3rd now. And leading off the inning for the Reds is the leadoff hitter himself, Aiden Davis. 0 for 1 in the ballgame with a strikeout in the 0-0 delivery. Taken low for ball 1. So Aiden with a take on the first pitch. The pitch misses outside for ball number 2, adjusting the camera. 2-0 count to Aiden. That one misses upstairs, ball 3, and Aiden in control here with a 3-0 count. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 3rd, Reds still hold a 2-run lead. The pitch. Strike 1 taken. Lots of outside strikes here for the Gold Sox. That one's taken foul right side. That's out of play, and it's into the other field. So Aiden count now full. And just like that, the pitch. Misses outside, ball 4. Aiden heads down to first with a walk. So Aiden with plate appearance. Brings him down to first, and that'll bring up Mr. Atticus LaFleur. Atticus also 0 for 1 in the ballgame with a strikeout swinging in his first at-bat in the top of the 1st. He will come up now, pulls the bunt back. Aiden down at first. The back pit maneuver. Won't throw. Aiden gets back. So another first pitch ball for Atticus. 20 pitches so far for Gavin in an inning. Pitch to the top of the 2nd. The pitch misses outside. Aiden goes to second. The play, not in time. The ball is dropped by the second baseman as Aiden gets into second with the stolen base. So now runner in scoring position for Atticus. 1 on, nobody out, top of the 3rd. 2-0 count to Addy. Kai Ullman is on deck. And Atticus LaFleur. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 60 miles an hour. Oscar and Gavin throwing at about the same speeds with both their fastball and off-speed pitch. About a 9 to 10 mile an hour difference between both of them. The 2-1 called strike 2, and Deuce is on the board. 2-2 count now to Addy. Lots of background noise here at Zachary Youth Park in Zachary, Louisiana. The 2-2. Swung on, popped up into left center, right center. Getting back, and it drops. Aiden will round third. He will not, so Addy fly ball double into the outfield. And that'll bring up Kai Ullman with 2 runners in scoring position. So now second and third. Still nobody out here in the top of the third, and it's Kai Ullman now up with an opportunity to drive him in. Kai 1 for 1 in the game. He singled into right field his last at bat, and he takes ball 1 upstairs. On deck is Henry Drew. The 1-0. Chopped left side. That'll kick foul. Attempting to make the play is the third baseman, Colin Tallett. And so that'll even the count up at 1-1. Kai stands out of the box. Gavin with a very quick wind-up motion. Not giving the batters a lot of time to get set. The 1-1 swung on. That's popped foul out of play. That's going to hit the roof. And it does. 1-2 now. Kai gets behind in the count. Still 2 on. Nobody out. Top of the first. Zachary Youth Park starting to come alive as we... The 1-2 grounded up the middle. Shortstop makes the play, and Kai is out at first, but not before scoring Aiden and moving Addy over to third. So Kai does his job, scores 2, and that will bring up Henry with the opportunity to score another with 1 on and 1 out here in this top of the third. Reds hold a 3-run lead. It's 5-2. Henry 1 for 1 in the game with a single. That pitch well in the dirt. Addy thinks about it, does not go. 1-0 count for Henry. Xander Henry is on deck. Henry Drew up now.
All right, Henry Drew.
If you harken back to the first inning, Henry had a nice single into right. The pitch misses in the dirt. That one kicks to the third baseline. Addy does not go.
Doesn't look comfortable.
Oh, wait. No, I got it. It's a 2-0 count to Henry as he stands out of the box. Gets set for the 2-0 delivery from Gavin. 30 pitches so far. That one swung on, grounded right side. It kicks foul. Gavin, 31 pitches in 1 1/3 inning here in the top of the third. 2-1 count to Henry. 1 on, 1 out. 3-run lead for the Reds.
All right, 10.
The 2-1. That misses outside. Oh, no, it's called a strike in the dirt and outside. Two the count to Henry. 5-2 is our score here in this top of the third. And we'll take a quick timeout as an errant fly ball has flown into the field. So Henry will have to think about that 2-2 pitch a little bit more, as Gavin will as well. 2-2 is our count here. Steps off, moves to third. Addy gets back, no throw. Henry gets back in the box. 2-2. Henry steps out again. Takes a practice swing, and he's back in the box. Gets set on a 2-2 count. The pitch swung on and missed. The drop third. Addy moves, safe at home. And the catcher a little slow to get up. So Henry strikes out, but not before allowing Addy in. So 6-2 is our score now, with 2 gone here in this top of the third, and that'll bring up Xander Henry. The pitch misses upstairs, ball 1. Gavin's still pitching for the Gold Sox. The Reds put another 2 on the board this inning. That one is called strike 1. So 1-1 the count to Xander. 6-2 is our score. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the third. The 1-1 misses outside, ball 2. Xander, 2-1 count. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. He had a line drive into left last at bat in the top of the first. The 2-1 pitch. That one misses low. 3-1 is our count. Xander in control here with 2 gone and nobody on in the top of the third. 6-2 is our score. Reds with the lead. The 3-1 misses outside. That's ball 4. Xander heads to first, and that'll bring up Oscar Stratner, who's been the pitcher so far and has pitched beautifully, allowing just 2 runs on just 1 hit. So Xander over at first with Oscar up. Benjamin on deck. Oscar 1 for 1 in the game. He had that line drive up the middle. And Xander gets back to first on the pickoff attempt. Tag is made by Luke Gabb. Not in time. Oscar still up. 0-0 pitch from Gavin. The load and the delivery. Misses well outside. Catcher setting up in a pitch out position. Getting ready to gun Xander out at second. He'll get back to his regular catcher squat. Still setting up outside. The pitch lined into right, and it's just foul. So that'll even the count up at 1-1. It appears there was just a home run on the other field, so congratulations to whoever hit that. Ball gets past the pitcher. So 1-1 is our count here. The move back to first. He steps off, does not throw. The 1-1 pitch misses upstairs. Xander going to second, gets down. That ball's into center field. And so Xander gets in on the stolen base. Oscar still up with a 2-1 count now. 2 on, 1 on. Here in this top of the third, 6-2 Reds lead. Oscar. 2-1 count to Oscar. 6-2 is our score. The move back to second. Xander gets back in time. So Xander stands on second. 2 gone. Oscar swinging a miss and an outside fastball. 61 miles an hour. 42 pitches so far thrown by Gavin in 1 2/3 of an inning. The 2-2 pitch to Oscar. Swinging a miss, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So after that inning, 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left. We will head to the bottom of the third. Reds lead us 6-2. And we welcome you back for the bottom of the third. Reds hold a 6-2 lead. And they will keep the defensive lineup the same. Oscar still pitching. He's thrown 2 innings so far, allowed 1 hit. Kai still behind the plate. Kai setting up outside. The 0-0 pitch is in the zone for strike 1. 57 miles an hour from Oscar. Pitching to number 27, Luke Gabb, the first baseman. The pitch. This is well outside for ball 1, and it hits the fence. One pitch. Swung on and missed. Hits him, but he swung. So that's a strike. A crazy off-speed pitch, breaking from out to in, jamming the left-handed batter, Luke Gabb. Oscar from the windup on the 1-2 count. Guy gets set. Outside. The pitch swung on. That's lined into left center. Aiden getting back, and he grabs it. Cuts to Addy. Addy into Benji, and Luke is on with a lead-off double. Into left center, so 1 on now, nobody out. 6-2 is our score, and in comes number 22, Colby Endenu. The pitch. Well outside and in the dirt. Kai does a good job of blocking it. Runner does not go. Oscar, 54 pitches in 2 innings and a batter. 1-0 count to Cole. The pitch. Called strike 1. And that count will even up at 1-1. The 1-1. The move back to second. Runner will get back and he is safe. No throw there from Oscar. The 1-1 pitch from Oscar. Swung on, and it is fouled back into the roof. No, it won't. It'll hit just behind me. So that'll be strike 2 for Cole. 1-2 count now. Guys did a good job of trying to turn around and catch it, even though it was well over the fence. 1-2 count to Oscar. From Oscar. Swing and a miss, strikeout. And there's the first out of the inning. Runner on second now, 1 out in the bottom of the third. We've played about an hour here, so roughly 30 minutes left. Of course, unlike yesterday, we play until there is a winner. No ties on bracket day. The 0-0 pitch now to Luca. Misses outside for ball 1. Just barely missed the edge of the strike zone. A 60-mile-an-hour fastball from Oscar. The pitch, no, he'll motion back to second. The 1-0, taken for strike 1. One's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. In this 4-run game, Reds 2, Gold Sox. Reds 6, Gold Sox 2. The 1-1 misses well outside for ball 2. Kai does a good job of getting to it. Runner does not advance. So Luca 0 for 0 in his first plate appearance. He walked. 2-1 pitch now from Oscar. Swung on, popped, foul and to the right, out of play. Into the other field. That's the second one today. That'll even the count up at 2-2. Oscar, that was his 61st pitch in 2 1/3 innings. The 2-2. Swung on, grounded right side. It's fielded by Henry. No, the error. So it's first and third. Still one out. So the error by Henry allows Luca to advance to first. So that'll be first and third, one out. And that will bring up number 8, Gavin Arietti. Last at bat, struck out swinging. They'll come up now with 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Gold Sox down 6-2. The pitch. And Atticus makes the catch, so it'll be a stolen base by Luca. That takes away the double play, and that's the first ball. So now 2 in scoring position for the Gold Sox. Oscar working to get himself out of a jam here. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Strike one. So now we've got ones across the board. 1 strike, 1 ball, 1 out. Bottom of the third. The pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Oh my good God. It's a good thing I have a roof over my head because apparently that ball was about to hit me. Good though. The pitch. Strike 3 called.
2 down, Red! 2 down! 2 down! Let's go! Putting up the back protection there.
Brandon Davis to my right puts up the back protection. 2 on, 2 out. Oh, count now. That one swung on and missed. Owen is now batting. Owen now batting. That's strike 1 swinging. 0-1 count. That one is swung on and missed. Strike 2, 60 miles an hour. 0-2 count now to Owen. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Kai makes the throw, and that's no run scored. The Reds get themselves out of a jam off the pitching of Oscar Hickman-Stratner. That'll bring up Benjamin Singer to lead off the inning for the Gold Sox, or for the Reds. 6-2 is our score as we head to the top of the fourth. We'll be back in just a moment, folks. Things are getting exciting here in Zachary. All right, and we're back for the top of the fourth now. Reds hold a 6-2 lead, and leading off is Benjamin Singer. And an errant ball comes into the field.
That's why I just put up my back on this chair, because after that last thing that sounded like a gunshot.
So Benji up here, top of the fourth. The first pitch in the dirt, ball 1, kicks right side. 44 pitches so far for Gavin in 2 innings. So Benji will start ahead in the count, 1-0. 1-0 count to Benjamin. Swung on and missed. Strike one. So 1-1 count to Benji, who is 1 for 1 on the game. The 1-1 pitch, taken low, ball 2. Benji 1 for 1 on the game, singled on a line drive on his last at bat. Back in the second. The 2-1, taken low, ball 2. Strike 2. Two's across the board, 2-2 here from Gavin. Fifth pitch of the at-bat on the way. Swung on, that's hit right side. That is foul, and it is not caught. So Benji will extend his AB 2-2 count. Two pitch to Benji. Swung on, and that is fouled back into him. That'll extend the AB. Benji on a 2-2 count. Gavin still pitching here. The 2-2. Taken up and outside, ball 3. This will be the 8th pitch of his at-bat, and we've got a full count here. The pitch. Taken outside, ball 4. Ball 4. Taken outside for ball 4. Benji will head down to first, and he becomes the first base runner this inning. That'll bring it Baxter Parker.
I'm back.
Bax is 0 for 1, and the pickoff move to first. Benji gets back in time. So that'll bring up Baxter Parker. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Back at the top of the second. He'll come up now with a man on first, nobody out. Takes the first ball up and inside. A 1-0 count to Benjamin. Or to Baxter. Benjamin down at first. The move back to first. No throw there. Benji gets back in time. Luke Gabb's still down at first. Baxter on a 1-0 count. Steps into the box. Wind up. The pitch misses well outside and low. Benjamin gets back on the back pick. And he's safe at first. So 2-0 count to Baxter. Gavin still pitching 53 pitches in 2 innings.
Back.
2-0 to Baxter. Swung on. That is dropped in right. Benjamin heading to second. He is safe there. A little bit of confusion on the base paths there, but the single by Baxter. Benjamin goes to second. Now first and second with nobody out. I'm still trying to figure out how to score that. That's a single by Baxter, and that'll bring up Thompson Schmidt. The pitch. Taken upstairs for ball 1. Thompson is 0 for 1 in the game. If you harken back to his first at-bat in the first inning, struck out swinging. The pitch misses well outside, ball 2. Thompson gets ahead in the count. Thompson the pitch misses low. Benjamin heads to third. No throw. Benji gets in standing up, and Thompson has a 3-0 count. Three-0 count to Thompson. He's in control of this count. Loads the pitch. Low. Thompson. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. And we'll take a quick timeout. Grady comes up, and we will step away for just a moment as we'll get a new pitcher. Reds lead 6-2, bases loaded, nobody out. We'll step away for just a moment here as the Gold Sox will make a pitching change. So we get set to begin to continue this top of the fourth. The Reds and the Gold Sox have a storied history. They have played each other 8 times since both teams' inception 4 seasons ago. Since then, Reds and Gold Sox have played each other 8 times. They've split the series 4-4. Reds won the last meeting 7-2. That was back in October of 2020 in a fall tournament out in Kenner. So we'll get set. Justin will be the new pitcher here for the Gold Sox. And that'll bring up Grady Miles. Bases loaded. Ducks on the pond. Nobody gone here. The Gold Sox have moved their infield in, so if Grady can just put something into the outfield, maybe score 2. The 0-0. Taking strike 1. Grady 0 for 1 so far. He grounded out in the second. The 0-1. Taken outside for ball 1. Count is even at 1-1 here. On deck is the leadoff hitter, number 13, Mr. Aiden Davis, who's had a stellar hitting performance this weekend. The 1-1. And that'll hit him in the back. And a run will score. That'll be Benjamin coming in. 7-2 now. Reds hold the lead. And that will bring up Mr. Aiden Davis, an opportunity to bring some more home. Go, 7-2 is our score here.
Let's go, Aiden. Hey, drive from here.
Aiden is 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He struck out in his first at-bat, then walked. Takes strike 1 here, 0-1 count.
Of course you can.
The 1-1 pitch to Aiden. Taking outside that strike 2. Just caught the outside corner of the strike zone. 0-2 count to Aiden. Catcher Bienvenu still setting up outside. An off-speed pitch coming here. In the dirt, ball 1. That's a fastball on the second strike. So 1-2 count now to Aiden. Boy, the sun is coming out here in Zachary. Temperature is warming up. 1-2 count to Aiden. This is way upstairs for ball 2. And deuces are on the board. 2-2. Nobody gone here in the top of the fourth. Bases are loaded. 2-2 count now. Swung on and missed, and that's the first out of the inning. And that will bring up Mr. Atticus LaFleur, who is 1 for 2 on the game. First inning, struck out swinging. Second inning, doubled on a fly ball to the center fielder. The pitch swung on. That is just early on Atticus' swing. That is left side line drive foul ball right over the head of third base coach Michael Schmidt. So Atticus behind in the count 0-1. Atticus struck out swinging back in the first, doubled back in the third. Looks to replicate that success here in the fourth. The 0-1 taken well upstairs. Atticus wanted it. Didn't let it hit him in the head. Our resident doctor, Dr. David Houghton, says getting hit in the head with a ball is a bad idea. So, the 1-1. Taken well upstairs, ball 2. 2-1 now to Atticus. Justin still pitching. He's thrown 11 in 1/3 of an inning. The 2-1. Taken inside, ball 3, and Atticus in control here. 3-1 count with 1 out and bases loaded. Could potentially walk in Baxter Parker, who's sitting down at third. That would be a 6-run lead, but he still has a 3-1 count to work with. The pitch. Swung on right side. That'll get through to the outfield. That'll score Baxter. That will score Thompson. Play at the plate. And it'll score Grady too. Atticus, a bases clearing triple. The hooligans to my right is shooting and hollering. A bases clearing triple from Atticus. And now it is an 8-run ball game. Atticus now stands on third. Kyle now with a chance to bring Atticus in. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. The pitch swung on, chopped left side. That'll kick foul, and Kai will go down 0-2 in the count. Kai needs to protect here. 0-2 count, 1 out on deck as Henry Drew. Atticus down at third. Kai is 1 for 2 on the game with a single and a ground out. He was a ground out victim his last at bat. The 0-2 misses in the dirt. Atticus thinks about it, doesn't go. Good stop by Bienvenu. Welcome. One, 2 count now to Kai. The 1-2. This is well upstairs, ball 2. And Deuce is on the board. 2-2 count to Kai now. Atticus still down at third. Henry on deck, 1 out. 10-2 is our score. As the Reds hold an 8-run lead. The 2-2. Swung on, grounded left side. Third baseman has it. The play at first. Kai is out. Atticus remains at third. So, and that'll bring up Henry Drew now with a chance to earn another RBI. So now runner stays at third and 2 gone. Henry now up. 2 outs, 8-run lead. Xander on deck. Oscar Atticus down at third. Top of the fourth. The 0-0 pitch. Came outside, ball 1. Bienvenu, the catcher for the Gold Sox, doing a very good job of blocking all of those. Henry, the 1-0 delivery from Justin. Misses well outside, ball 2. (10-2) is our score. 2-0 count to Henry. The pitch. And that'll hit him. Nothing says baseball more than a father yelling at his son to get hit by a pitch. It's Mike Drew for you. And that will bring up Xander Henry, first and third with 2 outs. Xander now up with an opportunity to bring in Atticus and maybe Henry. I don't know, though. He's pretty slow. And his brother, so it's okay for me to say that. 0-0 count to Xander. The 0-0 from the stretch. Taken upstairs. The throw. Henry will get into second. Henry is not a Puma. Henry will get into second on defensive indifference. Atticus remains at third. Now 2 in scoring position with 2 gone. Xander's still up on a 1-0 count. One 0 count to Xander. Taken inside, strike 1. So that'll even up the count at 1-1. The 1-0 count to Xander. Swung on, hit right side, fouled into the other field. That'll be 3 that we have hit into the field next to us. Apologies to those on the other field. 1-2 count now to Xander. 2 in scoring position, 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. The pitch. This is upstairs. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 4th. Xander's still up. Justin still pitching. That hits him. And the bases are once again loaded. This time Oscar Hickman Stratner is up. Gold Sox not bringing the infield, and Benjamin runs around, heading toward the on-deck circle. He'll bat next. Oscar 1 for 2 on the game with a single and a strikeout. Takes strike 1 called. Oscar with bases juiced. Henry on second. Atticus still on third. Xander now down at first. 0-1 count now to Oscar. Swung on, chopped. The play at first is in time, and that'll end the inning. A very good offensive inning for the Reds. They'll strand 3, and so that'll bring us to the bottom of the 4th. The Reds hold a 10-2 lead. We'll be right back with more baseball here from Zachary. Kai with the throw down, and we are ready. Ready to get set here in the Gold Sox fourth inning. 10-2 is our score. Oscar will continue to pitch. He's thrown 3 innings already. And the 0-0 to Alex. Missed low ball 1. Oscar with an 8-run cushion here in the bottom of the fourth. He's thrown 70 so far in 3 innings. The 1-0, grounded left side. Grady can't dive for it. Aiden kills it cleanly, throws it in. That's a leadoff single for Alex.
Nice start, Thompson. Nice start. Nice start.
Thompson down at third, not Grady. And so that will bring up number 2, Reed McAllister. It'll come up with a runner on first, nobody out. The pickoff move to first, Henry puts the tag down, not in time. The 0-0, another pickoff move to first, Henry puts the tag down, not again, not in time. Strike 1 called. So that is time, folks. Barring a tie, this will be the final inning. 10-2 is our score. 0-1 pitch, taken upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1. Swung on, foul. That's back. And a souvenir for the fans, sponsored by Rawlings. One-two count. Reed 0 for 1 on the game. That one's shot left side. Atticus 1. Won't get the double play, so he will advance on a fielder's choice. Atticus getting the lead runner. Couldn't get the double play. Still will go 1 runner on first, 1 out. Oscar gets back. The move to first. That'll bring up Gavin. The pitch. Strike 1. No, not called a strike. The throw by Kai. Off target. Atticus makes the catch, though. 1-0 count now. 1 gone. Runner will move to second. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. That's strike 1. 57 miles an hour. So we have noticed that the game
Still dealing.
Oscar still dealing in the upper 50s. Not quite as 60 as he was in the beginning of the game, but that's to be expected. He's thrown 70 pitches. That one misses upstairs. Ball 2. I apologize. He's thrown 80. That's pitch number 78 in 3 1/3 inning for Oscar, who is continuing to deal here, top of the bottom fourth. The pitch swung on, foul back into the camera. The 2-2. The move back to second won't throw. Runner will get back. The 2-2 misses upstairs. That'll make the count full. 3-2 now. That was Oscar's 80th pitch. So regardless of outcome, he is likely done. We will not likely see him again today. Pitch swung on, missed. That's strike 3. A massive voice crack from Mike Drew in the cheering section. I'll go back to the top of the lineup now. Justin batting for the third plate appearance today. He walked in his second plate. That one just misses the strike zone. That's ball one. Justin 0 for 1 on the game. The ground out victim in the first. And then walked in the second. The 1-0 pitch from Oscar. Swung on and missed. Anything I said about his speed going down, that was 60 miles an hour, folks. Oscar continuing to deal in spite of throwing 83 pitches. The 1-1. This is well outside, ball 2. Kai motions back to third. Runner gets back, no throw. 2-1 is the count. That one's in the zone for strike 2. Twos across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Bottom of the fourth. Oscar, the 2-2. Struck him out. That's the game, folks. Reds get the bracket win. That'll do it. Oscar, the complete game win. Folks, we'll be back at 11:30 a.m. for Game 2 against the Ascension Select team. The Reds are moving on. Thanks for watching. We'll be back later today.